Good morning guys, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to 2020. Woo! It has been a long time coming. I have been so ready to get out with the old and in with the new, because I don't know about you, but 2019 just seemed to drag and it wasn't the best year. So this year I am focusing on making myself a better person and being better for me, focusing a lot on self-care and controlling my own happiness. So that is what my main focus is on. I want to focus as much as I can on my skincare and clearing my skin, and also just being that happiest version of myself. So, you know, got my smoothie. I'm not going to lie to you, I did eat a whole packet of Oreos in bed this morning for my breakfast. So I've got a smoothie, some peppermint tea and an apple to balance. Just cleansed my face, and I thought I would do my skincare with you guys and talk to you about some of the products that I am loving at the minute. I've already cleansed my skin. I used the Carbon Theory Charcoal Face Wash. It is time to go on with toning. So toning is a step which I don't always do, I will be honest. It all depends on how my skin is feeling this day and whether I feel like I need it. But today I do feel like I just want to give my skin that extra bit of a boost. So I'm using the Clarins Extra Comfort Toning Lotion. So this has aloe vera in it, so it's really gentle and calming on the skin. It's really good at just helping to give that deeper cleanse and also just balancing out the pH of our skin after we have used our cleanser. So I know for me, when I do use things like my Carbon Theory, because it is that little bit stronger in the sense that it's got like your witch hazel in and your charcoal, I do like to go in with something just to add nourishment back to my skin afterwards, but that's just personal preference. And I love the Extra Comfort line from Clarins. It leaves my skin feeling super duper soft. It doesn't aggravate it. It doesn't make my blemishes worse, which is positive. So that is now my toning step done. And for me, it's really important to look for toners without alcohol, because for me, I find alcohol is one of the main irritants of my skin. And I like to add an extra layer of hydration, especially in the winter, just because I feel like my skin dries out so much. So I'm going to go in with my Clinique Moisture Surge Hydrating Lotion. So this is almost like an essence type lotion. It's quite thick. It's not necessarily that watery, but I just like to pat this into my skin, and I just feel like this gives my skin that instant like cooling sensation. It helps to give that extra barrier of protection. And this has got lots of aloe, glycerin, cucumber, hyaluronic acid, so it's going to really help to repair that moisture barrier. We want our moisture barrier to be nice and strong going into 2020. So then I like to go in with a serum. So I like to use something that's ultra hydrated. It's going to be a nice humectant that's just going to help lock in and retain moisture. This is the step in my routine where I apply my spot treatment. So in the mornings I use Duac. So this is benzoyl peroxide. I find benzoyl peroxide for me doesn't work very well by itself. However, if I use Differin, which is a retinoid, in the evening, I find that my skin really agrees with that and it reacts really well to it. So I just pop a tiny bit and just massage it into the areas where I feel like I need it. So I try not to put too much around my cheek area where I tend to get a bit drier. I just tend to pop it around the areas that I need it. And for me, popping my Duac on in between 2 layers, and almost like sandwiching it in means it stops the irritation for me. Now I'm going in with the Ordinary Marine Hyaluronics. Now I prefer this hyaluronic serum over the regular hyaluronic acid just because I feel like it's a better consistency and I feel like it does more for my skin. So as you can see, this is a very like liquidy product. It's almost like water, and I just 2 drops down there, a little bit there, and this is just going to sandwich in that moisture to prevent us from losing any more moisture and help retain it all, so your skin's a lot more plump and it feels a lot more hydrated and your fine lines are less noticeable, and it just really helps with how like healthy and radiant your skin looks. For eye cream at the minute, I switch between 2. So I either use the Clarins Hydra Essential eye mask. However, I don't use it as an eye mask. I just use it as a nighttime and a morning eye cream because of some medication I'm on. It really affects my under eyes. They just are so dry, they peel, so I find this works amazing. Or the other one I use is the No. 7 Early Defense Eye Cream. So that's like first step into aging. Instantly brightens and lifts my under eyes so that they don't look as dark and as saggy and dull. Like so. And then now moving on to my last step in my skincare routine, which is where I mix my 2 favourite products from Clarins, on par with Double Serum, but my other 2 is the Gentle Day Cream for sensitive skin and the Lotus Treatment Oil for oily in combination. And I like to use these because you've got your oil and then your hydration as well. So I do 1 drop in there, and I don't like to use a full-on oil in the morning because I do feel like my makeup slides, where if I mix a drop or 2 in with my day cream, it does work really well for me. The thing I do is just finish off with a bit of the Glossier Balm.com in Cherry. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my skincare routine. If you did, give this video a big like, and yeah, let me know in the comments what you guys are using at the minute, because I love knowing what products you are loving. Bye.